Hi. No, I'm joking. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the seventh episode or eighth episode, maybe, if I'm not mistaken.
Um, it's number 7. Yeah.
Yep, the seventh episode of the weekly series of Why I Repent, where we sit here and we just are two guys talking about random bullshit. And today we're doing it on a Tuesday. On the Tuesday. Okay, I won't do that no more. But anyway, I'm your host for today, Cold Conscience.
So chemical.
And this is the cast of Why I Repent. Speaking of that song, I really fucking hate that song. Just to get that out the way. I'm not sure who sang. I do know who sings it, but I don't. I heard the song and I actually understand it now because at first I was like, why is he trying to get everybody to go up on a Tuesday? Motherfuckers got to work. The only people who like that song and really do that on Tuesdays is people who don't have no goddamn job. Then it said, well, I realized that he meant that I'm busy the rest of the days, and Tuesdays is the only time I have, the only chance I have to turn up, I guess, quote unquote. That's what I got out of the song, and it's just fucking ridiculous. I don't know, but anyway,
I haven't heard it, so
have you ever heard that song?
I've never heard it. But then again, but I don't listen to commercial radio. Like I don't listen to radio at all.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's fucking it's crazy because when you go to the club, which is usually what I realized hitting 21, the clubs and the hookah bars that was really popular are really like once you hit 21, the days are really, I thought it was just Fridays and Saturdays. The days are really, when you hit 21, it's like Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and even Sundays if you really want to. And it's just kind of funny to always hear that song in the club on a fucking Friday, and everybody's just singing it like, I'm going up on a Tuesday. Like, bitch, it's Friday. You're not going. I gotta work on Tuesday. Well, today had to be the only day I'm off on today, but fuck it. It's really not my cup of tea, but like we was just discussing earlier, if you have a girl with a big booty dancing in front of you, it's a good fucking song then. But I digress. So what do you? Okay, okay. I thought that was like fucking Alone in the Dark or something.
Oh, no, I was just switching over.
Oh, okay, my bad. What's been eating your ass? No, I shouldn't say it like that. What's been chewing? Goddamn it! What's been biting your ass?
Sound you put it like that, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's been pissing you off as of late? That's what I'm trying to say.
I can't really say anything's really been doing that because I've kind of been in my own zone. I say that. I mean, I'm being like in this creative zone for like the last 2 months. I think it's mainly because the album's been coming to an end, the book is coming out, and what I decided to do this time as far as like the comic book, because me and my business partner had so many issues with before. The first book is going to be published sometime this summer, and so I said, man, I'm just going to get a head start, so I started writing the second book. So I've just been in this creative zone, so I really haven't been doing too much. I will say this, I want to get your opinion on this. I mean, you're like 9 years younger than me, so I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure I know how you would handle it, but me being 30, which is far from old, but I know I didn't handle this the right way.
Okay.
But I knew how it would end up if I did it another way. So let me explain to you, right? So I had a job, whatever, and I only worked morning shifts. And so, like, when you are around people you work with, as you know now, having a job, you get used to them. And a lot of times they become closer to you than the people you live with because you see them more. That's just the way life is, So me and a group of people became really close. And mind you, I was the only guy that worked in a morning shift for a very long time. So there's this girl, and nothing ever happened with her. She's just cool people. And she's actually, I want to say she's super smart, man. She's a degree. She has several degrees. One's like in biometrics and science, and pretty much she could probably figure out a way to build a law rocket and blow your head off if she needed to. But She's going to Paraguay for what's that group called that does free work? No, I'm gonna remember when the show goes up.
Okay, it's a roof company.
Like they go overseas like during disasters and stuff like that, and they help out and they do it, and the companies. You know what I'm talking
about? Red Cross.
Yes.
Okay.
So she got accepted to Red Cross. Now I didn't know this, but like before they accept you into anything like that, because you're going overseas and to different places and everything, like she had to lose. Like this girl was sick, and like not in a bad way. But one of the things where they told her she had to lose like 100 pounds, and she was only like 190, which I know to some females is big, but really it was all because she was built with a big butt and thighs. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like a bad. It wasn't a bad thing, though. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. This is funny how you said that. like you try to dance around it, but you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she had lost the proper weight, and she kept it off, and she still looked good. And so she leaves in March. So she was having to go on a weight party, and she had invited me to. I stopped working at this place maybe back in November of last year, and she invited me to it. She really wanted me to come. Here's the problem for me, though. Cold conscience. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of people that was on her invite list that were going, and I don't like them. I don't like them. Like, I mean, I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? To where, here's the thing. I can be around people I don't like, and I can deal with that. But when I feel like I don't like you, and I don't even want to break bread with you, like even me sitting at the same table with you would make me vomit out my food. I can't do it. Is that immaturity? Maybe so, I don't know. But I just couldn't do it, right? So I told her, I said, look here, you know, sweetheart, I like you. I think you're cool. How about I just stop by the job, drop you off some flowers or something, call it. But she's like, no, I really want you to come. I already knew in my heart of heart, in my head, I wasn't going. As much as I wanted to tell her, as much as I wanted to lie to her, I couldn't even tell her that. Here's what I did. On Friday night, because the party was on Saturday night, this past Saturday night. So on Friday night, I looked over that list one more time, right? You know what happened when I finished looking at that list, Cold Conscience? I just looked at it and said, man, I ain't going to this thing. No, I kept the thing. I just kept seeing, like, it's one thing if it's one or two people. It seemed like it was like 75 people that were invited or whatever, but it seemed like every other person was somebody I just don't want to be around. I was like, hold on a second. It's one thing if it's like 1 in every like 10. Man, it was like every other person. I was like, nope. Nope. I was like, I couldn't do it. So I didn't go, man. And I would love to say, here's the thing. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's the worst part about it, Cold Conscience. I would love to sit here and tell you straight up that I felt bad. When I woke up Sunday morning, I felt pretty darn good, man. I was like, you know, I probably should feel bad because I know I'm never going to see this girl again because she was born and raised in Atlanta. When she comes back from her 4-year stint over there, she said she's not leaving Atlanta. She said she was never leaving Atlanta. She just loved her hometown, which is fine. A lot of people do that. Once I moved from Atlanta, I'm never coming back. Like, there's no visiting. There's no none of that. So I was just like, man, I should feel bad. I should. But, you know, I really don't, you know. So I guess it wasn't. I guess it was more me just getting off my chest.
Yeah. So you pretty much asking what would I do in that situation?
Yeah, how would you handle it?
Yeah, probably the same shit, but I probably would have told her a little more, you know, I probably wouldn't have said that I'll be there and not show up because, you know, saying I really want you to come. I just probably told her straight, listen.
Oh no, Cold Conscience, I didn't tell her I was going. I never once said, hey, I'm going. I kept telling, what I told her was, I'll think about it, but it's a little hard for me. I kept saying I'll think about it. I never told her I was going.
Okay, well then, yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. I've never been really to a party where I've read the guest list because usually people who throw parties who I know from like old high school and shit like that, they don't usually have a guest list. Kind of just like, yeah, show up and figure out who's going to be there. But usually you have a pretty good, you know, way of telling who's going to be there. Yeah, a pretty good idea who's going to be there, who's not going to be there by the person. Like we have this girl coming up who birthday is coming up now. She's probably the only person in my graduating class that when a party goes down, she get everybody from everywhere to come to this party. She was that, I'm not gonna say popular, but she's a very likable person to where everybody likes her. Now, that's not saying that everybody else in my graduating class wasn't likable, but it's nothing. But she has a knack of bringing people out. Because if I throw a goddamn birthday party, people be like, "This motherfucker Mike is an asshole. I'm not gonna show up and deal with assholeness all day." So she has that. She has that party. Usually people who haven't seen in a long time, people who we really just fucking dislike. And, we still have a pretty decent time anyway. Now, what you're going through is, let's say, there's a little bit of a difference because, like I said, to be around people, every other person who you just don't fucking like, then yeah, I would not have went neither. I mean, I would not have went. Yeah, I would not have gone. Only way I would have went if I would have to find me a real thick, fat ass female. Like a real fat booty female, just bring her to the parties and be like, I don't know. I wouldn't go more than likely though. I just understand why you didn't go.
Here's the funny thing. The idea that came in my head was, and anybody that watches us obviously knew that I was on Dare Disagree. Co-Conscious is still on Dare Disagree, but I had brought a young lady on like over a year ago now named Cynthia, and I was gonna reach. The idea was for both of us to go. If that was going to happen, even then I still didn't want to go. But Cynthia had hit me up saying she didn't really want to go alone because she currently can't drive for her. I won't put her business out there, but she can't drive. But she was like, look here, I want to go, but I don't want to go with somebody else because I know you and I have like this. Her and I are kind of in sync. So like when we give each other a look, it's kind of like, all right, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? We have to have that look with each other, right?
Right.
So. She was like, I'd rather go just ride up there with you because I know when it's time to go, we can go. And I was definitely cool with that or whatever. So next thing you know, Saturday happens and we were still in the discussion stages of it. It's kind of like North Korea and America trying to come to a peace agreement. We're still in the very beginning stages of this whole thing. And she hit me up and said, hey, I'm working until 9. I said, well, okay. I said, well, the thing starts like 6:30. I said, by the time we get there, it's going to probably be over because this thing's in Decatur. It was in Decatur. Where we live at in Gwinnett County. Gwinnett County, we put like this, Colcon, you understand this way. Where Decatur is from Gwinnett County is the equivalent of where you live from where Jim Star Pro lives at. It's that far.
Yeah.
So the only reason you're going to go out there unless you actually want to go out there. You're not just going to drive out there and say, I'm going to say hi to Jim Star Pro today. Just say hi. No,
yeah.
You're not going to spend that much gas. You know what I'm saying?
Like most of the time, you're going up there for a fucking reason. At least I hope so, anyway.
Exactly. So, and I've only been to Decatur twice for other reasons. But, yeah, once she told me 9 o'clock, I said, there's no purpose to us going. She still wanted to go. And I was like, all right, well, you let me know. Of course, and here's the funny thing, Cynthia works at a gym. I already knew by the time it hit 9 o'clock, she was going to be too tired to do anything. Because I'm like, she works and then she works out. So like, she's going to be exhausted. The next thing you know, she's with 9:30 and said, Ryan. I'm like, and a text message. And here's the funny thing. People usually don't call me by my first name unless I'm at work. But no one outside of work calls me by my first name. So I immediately just text back and said, "You tired, aren't you?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "I wasn't going anywhere," and that was the best only way we could put it. I wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't going to happen.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pretty goddamn bad. I wish fucking my friends would actually do that, because when I give them a fucking look, they give me the look too, but then they continuously to sit, they stay in their fucking chairs for some odd reason when it's time to go. And usually most of these parties that, it's kind of like that. Usually most parties, I don't really talk to a lot of people at the party, but my friends are like, man, let's go. We haven't seen people who haven't seen in a long time. I'm like, fuck those people. They really wanted to see me. They could hit me up. It's really not that goddamn hard. I really don't want to see fucking people who really don't want to see me. Like, I went to, like, say, this is the same girl, her baby shower. Now, I wasn't going to go at first. I'm like, it's probably going to be that people who I really don't feel like talking to. And everybody's like, we should just go. It's probably not going to be that many people there. We should just go. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll go. Alright, fuck it, we'll go. We go. I see a few people who I do talk to, and mostly it's like a table, like a fucking like you know how like okay if you was to imagine like if you was in a fucking room of fucking movie producers, a lot of movie producers and like a round ass table, and you're sitting at the end of the goddamn table. You're the black 12 o'clock. It's in the back. It's like a round table full of people who I do not like. Most of them being females. Most of them being females who I do not talk to on a daily basis. And it's one of my I'm not gonna say exes. I'm not gonna say ex, but it's a girl there who I was really close to actually dating before I found out she fucked one of my friends. Not one of my, but he was my friend before I found that shit out. Surprised I ain't punching him in the face shit. And once I found that out, so me and her have never really talked again, and not because I was really upset about it. I mean, she knew I was gonna probably cuss her out, but not because I was really upset about it. I'm just like, listen, it is what it is. Just let me fuck that. That's all I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the main reason I was upset. Like I didn't get a chance to get up in it. Anyway, they're at the table and she's there, and it's like this round table, like of shit. And I go there immediately. It's July, so it's hot outside, so it's in the backyard. Immediately when I walk through the backyard, I see a table, and I just see all of them fucking staring at me, as if they was expecting my presence. And I sat down. I didn't say hi to him. I didn't say what's up. I didn't even wave. I sat down. I completely sat down. Now here's what's the thing that kills me about these hoes here. Right? Here's what kills me about them. One of my friends goes over there because he's pretty likable, and he go over there and be like, "Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing?" And he's going over there, and as he's going over there, one of the girls is like, "You are the only person that said hi to us. Thank you." I'm like, listen here, bitch. I've been to a party with you guys before, and when I said hi, you act like you didn't fucking see me or recognize me. So you get mad when I say hi to you, and then you get mad again when I don't say hi to you. I'm not sure what do you want. I'm kind of, I'm just going by your advice. Obviously, I'm not gonna keep saying hi to you if you don't say hi back. But then when I don't say hi, you get offended, like, oh, you're supposed to say hi to us. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sitting my black ass down, and I say hi to you if I get close enough to you to say, what's up? How have you been? Other than that, I'm not saying hi to you. What is wrong with you? And also, this is the girl who also had who said the dumb comment of the phone works both ways. That girl. She happened to be there too. And when she was there, she was going on that, oh, you didn't come over and say hi. You didn't come over and say hi to us. I'm like, well, first of all, at this time, I only talk to you, who I really talk to. You're friends with the girl who is my quote unquote ex. So I don't see what's the point of me talking to you. I really don't care much for you guys. Like, if you guys was lit on fire and I had a bottle of water, I would probably drink that bottle of water. I'm just saying. I probably wouldn't even drink it. You know what I do? I just pour it out just so that way nobody gets it. You can't even fucking drink it. And like I'm that type of person. I feel that type of way towards you guys, and it just kills me every time. It's just like, oh, you didn't recognize us. You don't know us. You guys don't talk to me. We never talked really that much in high school. You never really liked me that much in high school. I wasn't even trying to go after you, and you never liked me. So why should I say hi for people who I really don't care for? I don't understand. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to the same thing because that birthday thing is next week. I'm pretty sure she's gonna throw some type of big birthday pass fucking shits in. It's gonna be the same thing as it is all the time. People gonna go there, people gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't say hi to me." Like we don't talk on a daily basis. If you weren't able to say hi to me, you hit me up on Facebook. I'm your friend on Facebook. Don't pretend like I'm not. So I don't, it is what it is. Fuck 'em.
All right. I've actually never had that. I've actually never had that happen to me before. I've been to plenty parties. Usually, when you have, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the best way I can put it. No matter where you go, you're always gonna have the class clown. You're always gonna have the diva. You're always gonna have the quote unquote mean girls. You're always gonna have the gangsters. You're always gonna have those kind of people, and they're always gonna be separated in the party. And I think because I've always been able to walk into a room and distinguish, like, all right, boom, boom, this is where it is, this is where it is. I've never felt the need to go anywhere. I never felt the need to even go over to them. You know what I'm saying? To even give them the satisfaction of, hey, you know, I'm paying you some attention. Normally, that's the best way you get somebody else's attention, especially a female. You ignore a female, I'm telling you right now, they hate that, especially when they know they look good, they know they get attention from other guys. It's like, hold on a second, who are you to not pay me any attention? And once you do that, you immediately just say, all right, I'm me, and you ignore them. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So,
That's usually what I do when like it's like a really good looking girl in a party or shit like that. Like I usually try my best to stay away from her and ignore her because it's like, I mean, she looks great and all. That's fabulous. But since she looks good, there's really nothing I can say that would, you know, separate myself from the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like she would actually really have to get into a conversation to understand me, because there's really nothing that I can say to her. And usually these are, you know, girls who my friends see, and you know, they always get the you know, damn, look at her, I should go get her. I'm like, you know, you can go here, I really don't care. She's really not that attractive. I usually go after. I'm not gonna say go after, but I usually, you know, have conversations with the least attractive girls. And when I say least attractive, I mean not the most attractive in the party, but if you just see her outside of the party, then yeah, she's probably the most attractive one at the time. And usually I have conversations with those girls because those girls are kind of easy to approach. I don't even really approach them. It's more of like, you know, how can I explain this? I mean, it's one thing was like, you know, we just had to be somewhere in the same spot. I may say something funny, and you know she'll laugh, and then you know eventually you know we'd toss jokes back and forth, and that's usually how I end up talking to them. But I mean, usually when I go to a party, like I said, I don't really show those girls any type of attention, and you can tell, as I've been noticing, you can tell when there's a lot of girls who you know quote unquote think they look the best, and you don't pay them any mind, like. They really get like it's like fucking they're trying so hard. I mean, one party I went to, we was near a table with all these girls, and all of them, you know, in their own right, looked pretty good. You know, they was a stuck up type, you know, they didn't really dance and stuff like that. So it's me and my cousin inside. It was me and my cousin inside this place, and you know, me and my cousin usually when we go out, we're not really going out like, man, we need to get these girls, we need to get these, you know, hoes, quote unquote. We usually go just to fucking dance. Go to the music. We get. I'm serious. And, you know, we don't go to get quote unquote hoes, but we usually go. You know, we get a little fucked up, and we just dance. We dance. We cut a rug. Now I'm sitting in front of the table. We're sitting not sitting in front of the table. We're standing on the wall in front of this table's hookah lounge. So these songs coming on, and me and him are just two-stepping, we're dancing, we're having a great time, you know, really to ourselves. And these fucking females, I'm talking about throwing ass. I mean, like they are really like turning around and just throwing their asses towards us, to like, you know, like they're not putting it on us, but they're kind of like, oh, I'm waiting for you to come behind me and dance with me. And it's just the funniest thing in the world when you really don't do that and you just want to keep dancing and you kind of like, you know, like what I do, I just go to piss them off. I don't get behind them, like stand next to them and just start dancing like, yeah. It's just the craziest thing. And like I said, you can tell that does piss them off just a little bit. And it's like, you know, when you don't give them attention, it seems like you get more attention out of it. Majority of the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and it's one of those things where I'm gonna break it down to a science for you. Only a few masters of it know how to do it the right way. That's where some guys will do it the right way at first, but then they'll get greedy. It's kind of like the little kid. They sneak into the cookie jar once, they get a cookie. Like, well, you know what? I have one. I can do it again. And then once they reach that second time, that's when they get caught. That's what it's like when you do something like that. Like, you just have to be smart about it and never like let them know that you really that you're really interested. Once you know that you're interested or that there's a chance, that's when they start acting all, funny style, acting like, well, I'm me, so you should be interested. It's kind of like, you're whack, whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a girl in the store. There's a girl in the store who's like this. She works in the bakery. I see why, because she has the cakes. But she fucking.
Go ahead.
But yeah, she works in bakery. She's probably, I want to say, the best looking girl in the store, second best maybe. And she works in bakery, and she's talking to this guy right now. And this guy, like I said, he's really like giving her no rap. It's really just one of the things like, I'm not really gonna chase after you. And she is on this guy's nutsack now. I mean, like, she is on him so heavy. And she even told him that, yeah, you're a tough nut to crack, because usually people who I get interested in, they get interested in me, and I lose interest in them. I'm like, wait, how does that work? And but since he's not showing any interest, she really likes that, and he's not texting her, she's texting him, and she's one of those girls, a perfect example actually. Yeah, it's the funniest thing to see too, because it's like she has a nice ass, she does squats and shit like that, and he's really not showing her because she has a fucking boyfriend. By the way. Yeah, she has a boyfriend, so he's like, listen, I'm not. He's kind of like what you do. He's like, I'm not really going to chase after you for what? You have a boyfriend. I'm not chasing after you. If you really want me, I guess you can chase after me. But I'm not really going to try if you have a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want this, but she's like throwing it. And then she's one of the girls that always just comes to work like, I wonder why my boyfriend doesn't trust me. I wonder why, bitch. I wonder why. She's one of those. Like she always said, like, everybody coming into the store like, yeah, her boyfriend gets very jealous very easily, and she said she doesn't know why he doesn't trust her. I'm like, I wonder why.
All right, now here's the thing. Here's the funny thing, and I'll just play devil's advocate. A lot of times also, man, the reason why a lot of people don't trust other people is because, and I don't know if we had this discussion on air before, I don't think we have, but if you notice, a lot of guys or girls, when they get a person that they feel is quote-unquote out of their league, they want to hold on to them like grim death. So a lot of times it's like, hold on a second, you're too good for me, so I need to hold on to you, so I don't trust you for any reason, which is the dumbest logic I've ever heard of in my life. Yeah. But it happens all the time because people get this thing, as people that know me know, I'm a firm believer, and there's no such thing as out of my league. That caviar you're eating is the same spam I'm eating. So what you're trying to say, it's just dressed up better. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in that. Whenever I hear that, as a matter of fact, I find it to be insulting, and whatever you say, tell me it's out of my league, I immediately go for it. So that's just me, To other people, that's a huge, like, you can break their spirit with that. With me, you don't break that spirit. What you do is just make me annoyed, and you make me go after what I want. You make me go after something that I might necessarily not even want. If I just get it just to prove that, hey, I can get it. But yeah, I mean, those situations are always, to me, it's always interesting because it's so stupid. Because a lot of it is just, if the games weren't so, if people didn't play so many games, life could be so easy. But again, but life isn't about being easy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not. Anything in this fucking world that's free, it could be really fucking easy, and it could be easier for her, but, and then the guy, it was funny because I started laughing because the guy actually said to me, because, like, I seen the interaction between them, and like when she went in the back because she's in produce, and people don't know what produce is, fucking is retarded. But she works in the produce section, and you know, so she handles all the as far as like cutting up the fruits like the strawberries and the pineapples and shit like that. The cantaloupes, she cuts those up. She also, it's like it was yesterday, and I'm closing, and he's just getting up. He's talking to her, and I come back there. He's talking to her. Like I seen them interact for a little bit. We're all talking. She goes to the back. He was like, man, he's like, man, I can't wait just to fuck her so I could not talk to her ever again in life. And then that was the funniest part. The funniest part, he was like, yeah, you know, he came back. I started laughing. She's like, oh, what are you laughing at? I'm like, oh, nothing. She knew he said something, but I was like, oh, nothing. They're like, oh, okay, something. And she goes back and she leaves again and goes in the produce freezer. And he's like, man, after I fuck her, he was like, man, I'm just about to start fooling with fucking white girls and Asians. I was just like, so he tried to tell me he's on your Paula Deen shit. He was like, you know what? Yes, I'm on my Paula Deen. So I'm thinking we might have to fucking, man, we might have to fucking coin that phrase or something, man, because the people in my store are starting to say it a little more often now, more than I said.
Like, we definitely have to trademark that, man.
Yeah, we're gonna never have to trademark that phrase because it's just the funniest thing ever. Like, you know, I say it all the time. Me and my friends starting to say it now. Everybody like, so Mike, I guess you on your Paula Deen shit today, huh? Yep. Yes, indeed I am, man. It's crazy. You got people around the store just like, man, these fucking black females. I'm on my Paula Deen shit. It's just ridiculous. And I think I found that really funny because he sounded just like you when he said it. He was like, man, you know, I'm just about to start with white girls and get me a nice white girl or Asian. He was like, you know what, black girls are gonna be so mad when I walk down the street with my white girl. They're gonna be so upset. I was just like, hey, they really can't be upset. They really can't be upset. I really can't, you know. The motherfucker want to live longer. I mean, shit, you know. I mean, how many girls are you gonna have make you turkey bacon in the morning? Yeah.
You gotta let the turkey bacon thing go.
Yeah, that's no, I would never let that go. It's just it is what it is. Right now, black women are taking the L, and it is Black History Month, and these motherfuckers, and they are taking so much of an L right now when it's coming to this. I mean, let's be honest. Every professional athlete that you see nowadays usually has a black female. I mean, usually has a white female by their side. The ones who get the black females are the ones who are on the bench on special teams and shit like that. But the starters, no. The starters get fucking. The starters get the white women. See, it's like when you're in college and you're on the bench, and you're like, you know, you're the backup linebacker, you're coming on third down and shit like that. You probably have a black girlfriend, you know, probably from, you know, Alpha, Kappa, Alpha, AKAs or Deltas or, you know, one of those sororities. But, you know, if you're a starting quarterback, you're a starting linebacker, well, you got your white woman from one of the white sororities. I can't name one of them for you, but you probably have one of them. Just being honest. There are people out there who think I am racist. No, I am not racist at all. I'm just saying that it's just facts. I'm just saying, to me, it's facts. If you're starting, you have a white woman. If you're on the bench, you probably have a black woman. You know what I'm saying? It's simple mathematics.
Well, you know, I mean, I can't even argue with that. I can't debate that because that's actually what it is. And it's the same thing with black women. They're going to white men or they're going to Peruvian men or whatever. And I'm sure they feel the same way about black men. Like, let me put it like this. Me living in Atlanta, me put it like this. Black men, you can be one of the... I'm a good guy. I just happen to like white women. But here's the thing, though. black men in Atlanta, and I don't know if it's because it's saturated with people from all over the country, so you have a bit of the bad from every city coming to Atlanta. I don't know what it is, but African American men in Atlanta, in Georgia, have the worst rap. Like there's no legitimately. I'm light skinned, so I'm the person that's supposed to be quote unquote okay to talk to as far as white people go through, right? Since I've been back in Atlanta, I've had several white women look at me and put their purse on the other side. And I know that you people might say, hey, you're just being paranoid. I'm not being paranoid about anything. I'm not worried about my purse getting snatched, but I know when somebody is avoiding me. You dig what I'm saying? Or trying to move up the way. And so one of those things turned out and it's not just me. I actually had a discussion with a black chick, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she was telling me, she was like, man, I'm scared to even mess with black dudes. She said one black dude she was talking to, they were talking over the internet, they had met on eHarmony or something like that, and he didn't lie on his application, but he didn't tell the truth. And here's what I say. Here's why I say that. Don't you know how a questionnaire may ask you, hey, what are you, black, white, or you choose to disclose what you are?
Yeah.
That's what he did. He chose the one that says choose not to disclose who I am, because he said from what she told me, he said when he put black, his profile got 0 to no hit. So he was once he put it to and the thing is, it's kind of he's light skinned like me, but it's one of those things where he looks like he's mixed with something, but he's not. He's just black apparently. So when he took that off and put choosing not to identify myself, he said his thing went off the roof. People were just hitting him up, right? So
right.
once they got to the phone stage of the conversation, she said that she asked him flat out, what are you? He said, I'm black. She said, well, I need to meet you at a Denny's. And she said, and she gave him, mind you, this chick lives 10 minutes from me in Gwinnett County. She made this man go to Denny's in College Park. Me and my aunt used to live in College Park, Georgia. That's an hour away from us, and that's in the hood. And so they met, and the dude apparently lives 10 minutes from her. So he's in the area, he's 20 minutes away. So this dude went to complete opposite directions. When you go into College Park in Georgia, you're going south. So you have to go south, which is an hour south. You should sit down at Denny's for 10 minutes to meet this person. And I was like, man, but that's the rap that black men have in Atlanta. So it's one of those things where it's kind of I can see both sides of the fence. So a lot of times when people hear our podcast, from either this one or the one where they're disagreeing, and hear me and co-conscious go off on stuff like this, it goes both ways. The biggest difference is, black women, for whatever reason, in my opinion, they have a problem admitting to it. They have a thing, well, I give everybody a chance. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I have no problem saying I don't give everybody a chance. You know what? Because time is precious. So why waste it? Black women, for whatever reason, have this big thing in their head where they're like, well, I give everybody. No, you don't. If you give everybody a chance, then you'll be giving that dude that says I'm black a chance, right? But you don't. Once you hear I'm black, oh, nah, girl, I got to go.
Right.
So it goes both ways, man. They be on their George Clooney, you know what I'm saying, or their Brad Pitt, you know what I'm saying. The biggest difference is they have a problem admitting to it. Why? I don't know. That's why I could deal with Renee, because Renee would be like, I want. If you look at the men that Renee found attractive, none of them were black. The Rock, Roman Reigns, Bradley Cooper, all white or Samoan, not black.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. Absolutely, is right. It does go both ways. People who think that I just hate black women, you might be right, but fooled you there, didn't I? Everybody thought I was gonna go a different direction. No, I still hate them. You know, and I'm first gonna be somebody that was like, well, you hate black women, then you hate your mama. I probably do, just a little bit, but I hate when people say that you hate black women, then you hate your mama. Since you said it, then I guess I do. I mean, they don't say well, then if you know, they just go well, you hate black women, then you hate your mother. I'm like, well, since you said it, apparently you're the fucking king of the world, then I guess I do. So, I mean, that's what I'm tell you. That pisses people off so much. We disagree with them and shit like that. That pisses them off so much when you do that shit to people. But no, seriously though, really, I think that much I talk about my Paula Deen shit. I really believe that there's nothing sexier than a black woman who is about her business. Okay, who is about her business. I see a lot of them that come into my job, and it's just the best thing when they're about their business. They have their career set. They know what they want to do in life. They're making great money. There's nothing greater than that. Me, and that's what I believe. Nothing sexier than that. But still, there's a lot of black women out there. Go ahead. I thought you said something.
No, I'm listening to you.
Oh but I'm saying that there's a lot of women. Just like there is white women out there who get on motherfuckers' nerves. That's it. And sometimes when you grow up around something all your life and you're around something all your life, you kind of want to break out of status quo. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure my parents want me to bring home a nice black woman. I just want to piss them off one day and bring home just the most biggest, unattractive white woman ever. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just want them. Well, actually, my parents aren't really like that. My other family is. My father's side of the family is kind of like they want all their kids to marry somebody black, which is crazy because every last one of their kids or people on my side of the family who are like my generation or a little bit who are younger than me or my age range. Usually, a lot of them are either dating white guys or white girls, or they're marrying white guys or white girls. It's crazy. It's like they haven't brought home a black person yet. Which is always hilarious. It's always hilarious to me. My father just is like, listen, you bring home a white girl, make sure she looks good, because I don't, and I was like, okay, fair enough. At least I can do. But, hell, who knows? I digress. So, I go ahead.
I would say I think the best thing anybody can do is as a parent, you don't stay what you want. If you stay what you want, they're gonna bring home the opposite. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You don't want to stay what you want. You just let them make the decisions, and normally once that happens, that's when they usually bring home, what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. That's usually what happens. I never been a firm believer of, well, you should date. Did I understand that, people like you probably should date inside your race? Actually, no. In fact, let me change that. I never understood that. People ask me, oh, do you like black women or white women, or what do you like? I'm like, if you look good, then you look good. You can be goddamn purple. I really don't care. If you look good, then I'm probably attracted to you. I'm just saying. That's just me. You look good, your personality is great. I'm probably attracted to you. But if it's between fucking Beyonce and Paula Deen, the blackness in me has to take Paula Deen. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know Beyonce can fry chicken like Paula Deen can. So.
You know what? It's one of those things where everybody has their own preference. One of those things where kind of like, I've always been like, and I don't try to go against the grain just to be against the grain, but I know when I was growing up, Michael Jordan was a thing. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. There was nothing higher than Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, etc. And obviously, I love Michael Jackson, his music, whatever, boom, boom. But as far as Michael Jordan, I've never wore. Michael Jordan was not my favorite. Like, even when I was deep into basketball, my favorite was always Shaq. For whatever reason, my favorite was always Shaq. I don't know why, but I've never worn a pair of Jordans, nothing like that, right? So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, it goes, I say that to say, when it comes to women, I've always found just the other people attractive, more attractive than other people. Like, if you go to a synopsis of black men and say, hey, Lisa Ray, you think she's hot? They're going to say yes. I've never found Lisa Ray attractive. I don't know what it is. It's not that I don't think she's ugly. I don't find her attractive. I find Stacey Dash attractive, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like, usually when you you get a mix on Stacey Dash. But it's always been like I found the quote-unquote famous people, I found a white woman to be more attractive than a black woman. Now, obviously, I find black women attractive, but if you ask me to give you a top 10 of black women that are famous that I find attractive, I could probably only come up with 3 or 4. As opposed to white women, I find attractive. I can give you a list right now on the top of my head, and it will be no problem. I just for it's just a preference on what you like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't understand. People think you try to go out your way, but it's one of those things where how many times you want to go back to that bridge and keep getting burned? Like, for example, Cole Conscious, you only have black women. So my thing is this: if black women keep burning you, why would you continue to go back to black women? I'm just saying. You know,
I mean,
this is my opinion.
I mean, I completely understand what you're saying. Probably because I see them mostly. Probably why. Like, I'm surrounded, even with no matter where I try to go, it's like I'm surrounded with nothing but goddamn black women, except for when I'm actually in school. Even classes that I take, I'm mostly around black females, and the only white females in there are either like 85 years old and they're teetering on death, or they're just really not that attractive. But that's usually, and I know you gave me the antidote, but it's like, hey, you should go to not White Mars. What did you say? Columbia, Annapolis, Columbia.
I went, you could mix it around a little bit, but let me put it like this: I gave you the harder antidote because you actually have to integrate yourself into their world. So you can't just go to Annapolis once and think I'm gonna get like 20 white chicks. No. You have to ingratiate yourself in the community. So that means you have to constantly every weekend go to Annapolis. These are things I did not do. What I have learned to do is just take care of the moment, enjoy the moment. The prime example: when you work with somebody and you find them interesting, or you try to get whatever, and they're white or whatever, I just figure, hey, why not do it? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I've been to Annapolis, I've been to Columbia, I've been to all those places, but to be completely honest with you, I never made myself in that community. I never put myself in the community long. Like, I probably went there a couple weekends in a row, but for me, it gets old after a while because they're going to be with their friends, so they're going to act a certain way because their friends are like, well, he's black. You know what I'm saying? They always that look they give you.
Right.
So that's a bit harder. But what I've done is when I've gone outside of my culture, which is all the time, it's usually with people I work with. It's always with people I work with, or it's with people that's in the same area as mine. Like when I was going to school in Columbia and in D.C., what I would do is just the community around me. Like, everybody pretty much, if you think about it, has the same schedule every day. Even though you might go to work at different times, Monday and Friday, you pretty much have the same routine when you go to work. You're going to get in your car, you're going to drive, you're going to park, you're going to go into place, right? So same thing with everybody else. Everybody else is kind of have a routine. So pretty much, if I'm sitting at the bus stop, or if I'm sitting I might be sitting at the bus stop writing rhymes. This girl have class at whatever time, and we just still having that streak of a conversation every day before she gets on the bus to go. Those are opportunities you have to take advantage of, which it just so happens that's what I do. With one of my recent females here in Atlanta, what happened was I just took advantage of an opportunity. Now, I had some motivation because somebody, an absolute idiot, told me they were out of my league. You know, and if they looked at themselves, they'll see that they were fat, tub of lard, but that's a different story. So it's one of those things where I took advantage of it. So I gave you the hard antidote, but it's still an antidote. But I know at the end of the day, that's not your community. That's not what you hang out at. You're Baltimore born and bred. So it's kind of like, dude, that's where you're going to be at. Now, me being in Baltimore, if you really want to find white girls, dude, you got to go to the power plant, man. There's white girls go over there. And trust me, I used to be at the power plant every Thursday. Every Thursday, I used to be at the power plant with some people. And the only problem I have with power plant is, as opposed to DC clubs with white women, the girls that the ones that go to Baltimore, the reason why they go to Baltimore is because they know they can get sloppy. And for me, I'm like, once again, I'm 9 years older than you. You probably won't care. But like to me, there's a difference between somebody just like stuttering around, like just a little off balance, somebody just outright sloppy, to where like their shirt is halfway over their belly, and like they might not have a big belly because they drank so much. They have a belly now, which is like big, and it looks like Porky Pig on steroids. It's not good, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like one of those things where, like, the girls that go to Baltimore, man, they really truly get white girl wasted. And it's like, that's where DC, I find that those white women have a little more class. I could be completely wrong because I haven't been in no club since 2008, like I said earlier. But like I said, in that time frame when I was going to these clubs, man, those girls that went to Baltimore clubs, man, those white girls, and here's the thing also, and this is gonna make Baltimore sound like kind of trashy, but I mean no disrespect. But Baltimore clubs let anybody in. They let anybody in, straight up. They let anybody. DC clubs don't play that because they've already been shut down before and they had to reopen and people lost millions of dollars. Baltimore clubs let anybody in.
Yeah.
So them white girls, they get in, they like, yeah, I'm here, girl. You know what I'm saying? They get drunk or whatever, and it's a train wreck, man. At the end of the night, you get them clubs like 1:30 before they cut the lights on. You have to, or you're gonna see The Walking Dead, brother.
Yeah, man. Baltimore clubs. I seen one guy going to a fucking club with a loaded gun in his goddamn pouch. Motherfucker just walked in. Wasn't a cop, man. How did you let him in? Did you actually really search him? I don't understand. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Prior to Power Plant, my friends are. Well, this is the last year before all my actual friends actually turned hit 21, and they've been talking about, man, we gotta go to the Power Plant, man, we gotta go to the Power Plant, man, you know. I'm just like, yeah, we can go. And the guy that really talked to me the most about this, no disrespect to him, he is the blackest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. And he wants to go down with nothing. This motherfucker, we call him Nightcrawler, matter of fact. This motherfucker is the blackest motherfucker we have ever seen. I'm talking about, when I be black, he's NWO black. I mean, he is section 8 cutting off the lights black. He's just, I'm talking about like the bottom of your shoe black. He's black. Men in Black, anything black, he's probably black, and we've probably used the joke over and over again. But he's black as hell, and his black ass keeps wanting to go. He's the main person that pushes going down to the Power Plant. And we went to the Power Plant, man. We went to the Power Plant. I'm like, listen, none of them white girls want to talk to your black ass. You keep want to go down there, and again, they might. If they get fucked up enough, they might want to. And I'm not sure about the dress codes and shit like that, so I check that out. But you're probably right. Probably had to go down to the Power Plant. I've been to the soundstage one time, and just the music they play.
It's hard to listen to, man. It's really,
yeah,
really hard to listen to.
It is really hard to listen to. Like went to soundstage. That's one of the things. Is like we was just sitting around one day. It's like, you know what? It's Friday night. What are we doing? Like, guess we go to the Power Plant. I mean, it was Thursday because it was college night. And like, hey, might as well go down to soundstage and see what's cracking down there. Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's go to soundstage then. Fuck it. We went down there. It was it was Jesus Christ, that music. I began to bleed from my ears, and it's pretty damn bad. Reason I went because I know at one point in time John Esther was talking about performing at the soundstage. I'm like, I've never actually seen the soundstage before since they opened it. Really nice venue. Really nice venue. See where a lot of people can perform at. Really nice closed-in venue, but really good venue to perform at. I've always wanted to perform there actually since I've been there. So pretty good place. But Power Plant's probably somewhere I would have to try out just once. Just once. And I probably had to be really, really goddamn drunk to go in there and listen to that goddamn music all day.
Well, also, I mean, you also have other options. I say Power Plant because I know you and your friends aren't necessarily looking to play too many games. You're kind of looking for that quote-unquote quick fix. I mean, there's Fells Point. But once again, Fells Point is kind of like for like the college that think they're quote-unquote grown and sexy or whatever. So that's a little bit more game you got to put in, because those are the type of girls where it's like, hey, buy you a drink, you got to talk them up, things like that. It's where what's it called again?
Planet Fitness?
Not Planet Fitness. What were we talking
Power
about?
Plant.
Power Plant. My mom went blank. I thought about Planet Fitness, but my mom went. Power Plant is to where, see, you've never been to the South, but I mean, in the South, with the way the clubs work, like in the deep South, where I'm from, like Louisiana, Texas, man, we call it parking lot pimping. We're like, you don't go in the club. You never step foot in the club. You pull up in your car when the club closes. And those girls that, oh, we seen them all day, they already bought the drink. Dudes in the club done bought the drink. That's what they see you pull up in your car on whatever you riding on, and they're like, okay, and they get in the car with you. Happens every day. Happens every weekend. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a bit different. But that's the kind of crowd that, you know, kind of feels current where, like, you got to talk them up. You got to buy drinks. You actually have, you can't, as most people would say, you can't quote unquote be black, too black. You can be yourself, but you can't be too black. You can't show, you can't sit there and say, hey, my nigga, what's happening with you? You know what I'm saying, cuz? You can't do all that. Man,
I mean, yeah, and there's another place that we was talking about going, and I'm not really saying I'm looking for a quick fix. You know, just to be around them and have conversations with them, you know, and I know how to fit into different crowds because just me personally, I just know how to, you know, I know, you know, the difference between obviously, you know, white and black, and not really change the way I talk, but, you know, I treat myself the same to everybody, but I can fit into anyone, you know what I'm saying? So it won't be that bad, and you're actually all right about the parking lot pimping. It does work like that, but here in Baltimore, like I said, the power plants already have a parking lot, and most of the time, the roundabout that they do have, when you go in, like a roundabout, and you come right back out, that roundabout they actually do have is most of the time covered with cops when it closes. Because clubs here close very mildly early here in Baltimore. It was like 2 o'clock. Tops. Maybe some clubs close at 1, 1:30, majority 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, pretty much there's nothing open. So, you know, I have seen it done.
I will say this though, you do need to, when you're black going to the power plant, you do need to adhere to your dress code. Me and my boy Adam, and one day I might get Adam on the show. I don't know, it depends on what his schedule looks like. But no lie, we went, it was an ongoing joke. We had a summer of 2005 that was, 2006, excuse me, that was crazy. And me and him, actually, before the summer began, because a couple of our friends that we worked with got an apartment. And before the summer began, we told ourselves we were going to buy a video camera everything that happened. We should have, man. I'm telling you right now, we could have made millions off of the summer. I have stories galore from that summer alone. And you've heard some of my stories. Nothing compares to the summer of 2006, though, Cold Conscious, because me and Adam, we couldn't get, for some reason, we went like 4 straight weeks, and him and I always rode together because we couldn't get into the club. Like, the only time we would get into the club is unless, like, we were with somebody that knew somebody, right? Because either, like, his boots weren't working one week or my pants were too baggy another week or whatever, right? So it was just really funny how the summer played out. But I do know, as far as, like Adam's white, by the way, but, like, I do know for a fact if you're white and they perceive you as a white guy that's kind of cool so you can fit in with black people, or if you're black, man, you have to adhere to that. You have to adhere to that dress code specifically. We went like 4 straight weeks, man, not getting in on a Thursday night, but we can get in on a Saturday night because for the most part they let anybody in, and they weren't really paying attention. They would just let people in until it got to capacity at several different clubs. But you know, it's one of those things where I will say this: when y'all do go, make sure y'all pay attention to the dress code, man, because it's kind of weird. They kind of let people in who they want to let in. Obviously, the girls are gonna get in, you know, no matter what. They could be the ugliest thing, but they have a mini skirt on. They get in the club, you know. Yeah. But I won't. Let me put that. I won't tell a story now because I know we're running short on time. But I have stories galore from that summer, and it was just. I would want to get him on the show because he could actually tell. I mean, I would just tell a story. And I wouldn't be able to stop laughing, so it wouldn't be no good me doing it. He could probably tell a story 10 times better without laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're definitely to say that definitely for next show. It's crazy before we go. I have heard about that you know, a lot of people has said, cause I've been reading reviews online, and a lot of people, and most of them are black. I'm not gonna go to the whole race card thing, but most of them are black, and you have some white guys just like, man, you really have to. Sometimes it just really depends on who they let in. You know, like they'll probably let a guy in who has a T-shirt on. He happens to be white, and a guy who has a button-up on, they might not let him in, which is weird. That's why I really was like, I'm not sure I really want to go. If something's gonna be some shit like that, I had to knock his ass out.
Cole, let me tell you a quick story real quick before we go. Speaking on what you just said, there was one night where me and Adam, another cat named Ryan, and somebody else, and me and him got in. Funny enough, but our boy had some Timbs on, and they wouldn't let him in. Excuse me, no, I got in this time, but they wouldn't let Adam in because Adam had on Timbs. So then all four of us decided to go to the Hustlers Club. Anybody knows me knows I don't want to go to any strip clubs, but the problem was the girls we came up there with were already in the club, so we weren't going to pull them out. We should have pulled them out, but we kind of just. The plan we came up with that night was guys do their thing, girls do their thing. So we were all good with them doing their thing anyway, but we didn't necessarily want to go to a strip club. But I didn't at least. So we went to the Hustler Club, and no lie, Samantha, she saw this dude the same Tim Adam had on, same Timberland boots. Took a picture of him. She asked the dude like to pose for him and everything. So dude had the same Timberlands on he did, but they wouldn't let my man Adam in the club. That's how they rock out there. I'm telling you now. So what me and Adam came up with, how we started getting into the club, is we would go early. They let you in early, even if I would have a do-rag on or whatever, they would let me in because we got there at like 10 o'clock. Now obviously the cool people don't come to the club until midnight, but we started getting there at 9:30, 9:45, and we would get in every time. Anytime we went after 10 o'clock, 10:30, we would never get in.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, and we'll leave this for another show. Me and Abby eventually stopped going up there because the real story would happen when the club let out. So we just stopped going all together because like, look here, we're paying against the club and it makes no sense because the real fun happens after the club.
So that's where the parking lot pimping came from, or just some other stuff that happened?
Oh no, there's a bunch of other stuff. Me and him never did parking lot pimping. Adam was actually kind of on the shy side when it comes to it. So it's one of those things where like me and him never picked up girls together, but me put it like this: if you said, "Look here, man, I gotta take a hiatus from Wild Repent to do whatever for about 4 weeks," and we put him in your place, he really is just a white version of you.
Okay, well then we definitely know that we have a backup, I guess.
and I will say it just for you, I said it for me as well. If I took a hiatus, you can put him in here and turn out it will be just as comical, and he knows how to play off. He's never done a podcast before, but him and I to be honest with you, I've never parking lot pimped at all. I've never even, and I told you it's off the air a long time ago, I've never even gotten a girl in the club, only because I've made the crucial mistake of waiting till lights come on to make my move. Once the lights come on, it's all over. You see a Thriller video. It's over. The illusion's over. Whatever.
Yeah. You probably have to tell me about that story after the goddamn show, because I definitely want to hear about all the fun that happens after, because that's usually where I go anyway. But I mean, if Aaron can absolutely, Aaron, if fucking, that's the name, right? No.
Adam.
If Adam can, fit in my spot, that is great. Always have a backup. Remember what I said earlier? Stars get the white girls, back against the black girls. And I am your host, Cole Conscious, for Wild Repent.
So chemical.
And we'll see you guys next time. And Adam.
Oh, man, don't go off yet. My fault.
You gotta plug it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, something so chemical. I am trying something new. I don't know if Cole Conscious is going to be in on it yet. We haven't actually discussed it, but I'm trying something new the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have, under the Wild Repent banner, like a more of an interview type of thing. Tomorrow night's guest will be 1/3 of the Hate Gang, MJ. And we're going to do it. Yeah, and we're going to, gonna be more of an interview style. It won't be like your normal podcast. That, as far as like your normal podcast, as far as like what me and Cole Conscious do, it'll be more of me asking him questions. It's gonna be strictly tomorrow's show. Will be based off hip hop, and next week the person that's blogging on me and Cole Conscious album will be the next guest. Like I said, I don't know if Cole Conscious will be in on it. It's just something that me and MJ kind of came up with over the past weekend. So check us out tomorrow. I believe at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
10 p.m. Eastern time, and that's where we'll leave you guys. See you guys maybe next Thursday. And remember to tune in tomorrow to Dare Disagree. I won't be on the show, but they're going to talk about, I think, 12 years a slave or some bullshit. I probably should be on the show because Dave ain't going to fucking defend us black people. So see you fuckers next time.